So as we begin on our backs this morning, find your way in a comfortable position. So oftentimes, constructive rest is a really nice posture on your back with your feet about as wide as the mat, your knees touching and your toes turned in, heels turned out. Wiggle around your shoulder blades so that they're underneath you and you can open up your palms, your hands wide of the mat. Close your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Stretch your fingers wide to receive and then just rest the back of your hands onto the earth beside you. Notice the length of your spine pressing into the mat. And begin to bring in intention for your practice this morning. As you inhale, the biggest breath that you've taken all day. Fill up belly, chest, lungs, expand. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, release. Another one, even bigger than the last. Breath wide and deep, in. And out through the mouth. Now bringing your palms towards your belly. Keep your elbows wide. Notice your breath as you inhale, a 360-degree breath. So widening the rib cage. Notice that as much as you're lifting your belly, your back is pressing into the mat, really widening your midsection. On an exhale, release. So feel your breath in your body with your hands. And just notice that sensation. The diaphragm pressing down, filling up. And then notice how audible it is. Hear your breath. Hear the inhale, and perhaps keep your mouth closed on the exhale, this ha sound. Become fully aware to the sounds, the sensations that you're feeling and what you're hearing in your body, becoming fully present to this moment. Today we will move with love. Perhaps that is your mantra for your practice, a phrase that you can repeat to yourself. Move with love. As you inhale, blink your eyes open, widen your knees, toes pointing away from you. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. The left sole pressing down into the mat. Flex and point your right foot. Replace your right foot. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Flex and point your left foot. Relax your shoulders here. Keep the length in your spine. Now squeeze both knees into your chest. And then bring your palms, your fingertips to your knees. And begin to squeeze your knees in, and then we'll draw some circles with our knees as we squeeze in and going in one direction, nice and slow. Follow the rhythm of your breath, allowing your calves just to rest on your hamstrings. Just warming up gently your hips, lubricating the joints. Pause and then begin to move in the other direction. Press your low back into the mat. And again, just relax your shoulders. Your palms are just connecting to your knees and your arms are kind of just along for the ride. And then squeeze your knees into your chest and then widen your knees, and we'll draw some circles with knees moving in opposite directions. And again, notice just a gentle heat building in your belly. Your ankles relax, your neck long. Pause, and then moving in the opposite direction, knees moving away, around, and in. Perhaps incorporating the Ujjayi breath, oceanic breath, keeping your mouth closed, your lips sealed, in and out through the nose, that ha sound out. Pause here, squeeze your knees into your chest, round your back. Grab onto your shins or your ankles with your hands, chin into chest. And then allow your head to rest on the mat. Place your feet on the mat wide, and then your knees move side to side, like windshield wipers of your shins. Your arms wide like a T, palms open. The next time that your knees fall to the right, pause there. Look to the left. Deep inhale. Release on the exhale. Inhale, knees rise, gaze to the sky. Exhale, knees fall to the left, gaze over to the right. Pause here. Nice and gentle, even breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, knees rise. Squeeze right knee, squeeze left knee. Roll over onto one side and come up to a tabletop position. Move with love. Find a flat back. Shoulders above your wrists. Spread your fingers wide and press your fingertips into the mat. Hips above your knees. Tap out your toes behind you. For this variation, curl your toes under in the cat-cow. Get a nice stretch of your arches of your feet between all 10 toes. Option to turn your right palm under. So the back of your hand is just gently pressing in, but most of your pressure is in your left hand right now. This is a very, very easy stretch in the top of your right wrist. Turn your right palm back under. Now press your weight into your right hand. Lift your left hand, turn it under, fingers pointing towards you. And again, just a very gentle stretch. Breathe through this. Turn your left hand under. Now turn your right hand away from you. Palm pressing down, but your fingers turning to the right. Replace that. Turn your left hand out. So now your left thumb is pointing forward and your fingers pointing away. Replace left hand. And the last one, turning your right hand out so much that your right thumb turns to the right. So the back of your wrist pointing towards the front of your mat, and your fingers pointing towards your knees. Replace that, and again, very little pressure as you turn your left hand away from you, your fingers pointing towards you. Very little pressure on your left hand. Loosen it into your right hand. Turn your right hand under. Prepare for cat-cow. Inhale. Look up and arch. Draw your shoulders back. Tilt tailbone up. Exhale, chin into chest. Round your back. Press the mat away from you. Inhale, arching your spine, waking up. Exhale, rounding. Come to a tabletop position. Stretch your right leg back. Walk your hands forward slightly and bow your head. Getting a nice stretch in your right calf. Replace your right knee. Left leg extends back as you stretch out your left calf. Bring your left knee back forward. Settle your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward even more. Forehead resting on the mat. This modified child's pose here with knees close together. Arch, stretch, toes stretch. Walk your hands back just about a handprint, preparing for downward facing dog. As you lift your hips high to the sky. And take your time here in your first down dog, perhaps of the day, as you pedal out your feet. Walk your hands around. Hips are high. Lift all 10 toes. Feet as wide as your hips. Hands as wide as your shoulders. Look to the top of your mat. Bend your knees so that your knees are almost touching the mat, nice and slow. And then begin to step up to the top of your mat. Take your time. Move with love. At the top of your mat, grab onto your elbows, widen your feet, even wider than your hips. As we hang in a rag doll, shake your head yes and no. And then shift your weight front to back, left and right. Find your edge here. Switch your grip, opposite forearm on top. Come up halfway. Bring your right hand to the mat. Bend your right knee and bring your left hand to your left hip. As you draw your left shoulder back, look to the left, straightening your left leg. Beautiful. Look down, bring your left hand down, bend your left knee, straighten your right leg and bring your right hand to your hip. As you draw your right shoulder back, look to the right. Notice that sensation on your back body here. We'll add on, look down, bring your right hand down, bend right knee. As you straighten your left leg, left arm extends to the sky. Deeper twist as you look up to the sky, past your left fingertips. Deep inhale. Exhale, left hand down, left knee bends, right arm extends to the sky. Look up, open up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet to touch. Squeeze your knees together. Settle your hips back, your first chair pose. Sweep your fingers forward and up. Deepest inhale, find length in your spine. Weight back into your heels. Lift and spread all 10 toes. On an exhale, forward fold. Grab onto the backs of your calves. Crown reaching towards your toes. Uttanasana. Engage your front body. Strengthen and lengthen. As you inhale, come up halfway lift. Find a flat back. Lengthen your hamstrings. Crown reaching forward, hips reaching back. Exhale again, forward fold. Strengthening your front body, lengthening back body. No over effort and move with love. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold briefly. Inhale, rise. Arms reach. Hands come to heart center. Warm up with a flow. Inhale, arms reach. Look up, move with love. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Lead with the heart. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your right leg back. Lower your right knee and keep your back toes curled under. Arms reach to the sky. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, place your right hand inside of your left foot. Left hand to your hip as you draw your left shoulder back. Look to the left. Arms reach, left arm reach into the sky. Look up. Inhale. On an exhale, frame your left foot. Step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Lower left knee. Keep the back toes curled under as you rise up in this low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Deep inhale, prepare for the twist. Exhale, left hand down to the inside of your right foot. Right hand to your hip. Draw your right shoulder back. Look to the right. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Engage that twist. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step your left foot up to the top of your mat. We'll continue to add on. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Begin again. Inhale, arms reach, look up, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold, rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Keep your right knee lifted this time, optional. Rise up in a high lunge. Press your hips forward, right leg straight and strong. Left knee stacked over left ankle. Prepare for the twist. Deep inhale to lengthen first. Exhale, bring right hand down to the mat. Left arm extends to the sky in this high lunge twist. Breathe here, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, frame your left foot. Step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Establish your foundation first. Left toes press into the mat. Left leg straight and strong, arms reach. Inhale in this high lunge. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Right arm reach into the sky, this lunge twist. Looking up, open up on this twist. Inhale. Exhale, frame your right foot. Step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Feel the heat, feel the flow. Inhale, arms reach, look up, open up your heart. Exhale, rain it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank. Stack shoulders over wrists, spread your fingers wide. Fingertips press into the mat. Shift your weight forward and back. Moving to the tops of your toes and back. Then as you shift your weight forward, lower your knees. Keep crown head reaching forward as you lower chest and chin. Hug your elbows in the ribcage. Nice and slow, cobra. Point your toes back and down. Draw your shoulders back. Inhale, lift chest and chin, cobra, glutes engaged. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that, really slow. Press toes down, draw shoulders back. Lift chest and chin. Open your heart and your cobra. Exhale, lower slowly. Last one, cobra. Inhale deeply. Make it the slowest lift yet, as though you're moving through honey. On an exhale, press back through tabletop. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Deep inhale, lift heels and hips high. Exhale, lower your knees, look to the top of your mat and step your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach, look up, flow freely. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Warrior one. Right heel in, right toe out. Arms reach. Oh, breathe in your strength here. Move with love. As you look forward, palms face each other. Spread your fingers wide as you're holding something above your head. Stacking your spine. Press your left heel down and in. Right heel down and in. Into the midline. One more breath here in your warrior one. Deepest inhale. On an exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers or grab onto your sacrum. Fingers pointing down. As you draw your shoulders back, straighten your elbows. Look up, inhale. On an exhale, humbly bow to the inside of your left leg. Keep left knee stacked over your ankle. And right heel grounds you. Unclench your jaw. Inhale, rise up, open up, warrior two. Right hand floating back, left hand floating forward. Open up, nice and strong, nice and long. Left knee drawing out towards your left pinky toe. This external rotation of your left thigh. And adjust so it's a left heel to right arch alignment, palms facing down. As you inhale, straighten your left leg, arms reach, look up. Exhale, bend your left knee, move the energy around. Inhale, arms reach, straighten left leg. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Last time, inhale, straighten left leg, prepare for triangle. On the exhale, reach left hand forward. Draw right hip crease back. Left hand connects to left leg. Find your Trikonasana, your triangle. Also a great option to use a block here, either the inside or outside of your left foot. Take up space in this shape. Move with love. Move the way that love makes you feel. Deepest inhale. Open mouth, exhale, side out. Bend your left knee, rise up, peaceful warrior. Left hand reaching towards the sky, right hand floating down right leg. Or a half bind, right hand reaching towards your left hip crease. Open up left side body, keep left knee bent. On an exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your left foot. Step your left foot back, high plank. Move through either knees, chest, chin. Otherwise, shift weight forward, lower all the way to your belly. Hug elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, finding cobra or up dog, pressing toes in, lifting thighs up. Exhale, curl your toes under, hips high, downward facing dog. Pause here. As you move with love, bend your knees, lift your heels, look to your hands, and step or float your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach, look up, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, warrior one. So find that alignment, heel to heel, left toes point out, right knee bends, arms reach. In your warrior one, left pinky toe pressing down into the mat behind you. Look forward, feel the energy above your head. Stack shoulders above your hips, deep inhale. Exhale, bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers or bring your hands to your sacrum. As you draw your shoulders back, straighten your elbows, look up in a gentle back bend. Inhale. Exhale, humbly bow to the inside of your right leg, crown reaching towards your right toes. Your left heel grounding you behind. Unclench your jaw here, release any tension. Inhale, floating up, arms reach, left hand floating back, right hand forward, warrior two. And adjust your back foot more perpendicular to the length of your mat. Look past your right fingertips, wiggle your fingers, palms facing down. Spread open your collarbones. Inhale, straighten right leg, arms reach, look up. Exhale, bend into that right knee, move with love. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bend that front leg last time. Inhale, arms reach, prepare for triangle. Exhale, just your arms reach, right hand forward. Connect right hand to your right leg or a block. Great option for you. Try something new today. If it's something that you've always done is grab onto the inside of your right ankle, perhaps bring your hand to the outside of your right ankle. Just notice how different it might feel in your body. Pay attention. Inhale, Trikonasana. Open mouth, exhale. Bend your right knee, peaceful warrior. Reverse your warrior, lift right hand to the sky with a half bind as an optional. On an exhale, frame your right foot. Step your right foot back, move through a flow, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Shift weight forward, lower halfway into low plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, finding up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Widen your knees, big toes touch, forehead rests, child's pose. As you pause in your child's pose, place something down. Any tension, any worries or concerns, allow them to be placed down. You don't need it. Moving with love. Ahimsa is the first yama. It's an ethical commandment. It is encouraging you to move with love, with compassion, with non-violence, non-harming for yourself and for others. So you move with love. Let your breath here slow. Feel how you're feeling. Allow the emotions to wash over you and find peace and love in this moment. Deepest inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, rise to your tabletop. Curl your toes under. Nice and slow, lift your hips high. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend your right knee and point and flex your right toes. Draw some circles with your right foot. Level out your shoulders here, this hip opener. Now straighten your right leg deep. Inhale, point your right toes away from you. On an exhale, draw right knee into chest and place your right foot between your hands. Keep your left heel nice and high as you rise up in this wide, high lunge. Breathe in here, deepest inhale. On an exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Lower your left knee and heel toe your right foot outside of your mat for lizard posture. You can use a block here to bring your forearms down to. You can go on down to your forearms. You can widen your right knee in your lizard. Find what feels best for you. Perhaps even lifting your back knee if that feels good in your body. Notice the length of your spine here. It might initially feel good to round, but today let's try to keep nice and long in your lizard. Opening up your right hip. Breathe here. On an exhale, heel toe your right foot back. And in this low lunge, lower that back knee, arms reach. Look up, this gentle back bend, stretching at your psoas. On an exhale, frame your right foot. Lift your back knee up. And then bow forward as you straighten your right leg. Lift your right toes. In this way, this pyramid, notice the sensation with your right foot flexed on your back of your right leg. As you inhale, bend your right knee, plant your right foot, lower your back knee, arms reach. This low lunge, move with love. Inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot. Lift back knee, straighten right leg, crown reaching towards your toes. So move with love on your own, with your own breath. Moving through this low lunge and this pyramid variation, the stretch, the lengthening, and the strengthening of front and back body. We'll do it one more time with bent knee and with straight leg. We'll meet in this pyramid posture with right toes lifted. Plant your right foot, bend your right knee, and step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Move with love, arms reach, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Move with love as you shift weight forward to high plank, and between sides, this is like a rinse out. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. So move again, every inhale drawing you forward. Every exhale, initiate from low belly, drawing you up and back, as though there was a strap around your hips, lifting you to the sky. One more time, shifting forward into this high plank, find strength. Exhale, hips are high. In your downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high to the sky. Three-legged dog, open up your left hip. Keep your shoulders neutral. Point and flex your left foot. Draw some circles. Inhale, lift left leg high to the sky. Point your toes away from you. On an exhale, draw knee into nose. Plant your left foot between your hands. Rise up in this high lunge. Really activate your right leg. Press your right toes in and lift your right heel higher. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your left foot for that lizard posture. Lower your right knee and heel toe your left foot outside of your mat. As you widen your left knee, perhaps rolling to the outer edge of your left foot. Find your lizard, maybe lifting that back knee. Play around with what feels best in your body, lowering to forearms. Try something new. And pay attention to how your body responds. Move with love. Try something new. Breathe here deep and wide. As you heel toe your left foot back in and lower your right knee if it's not there already. As you frame your left foot, press left foot down to rise your arms up. In this low lunge, we've been here before. Prepare to move with love. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, frame your left foot. Lift your back knee and straighten the left leg, drawing your toes towards you, crown, bowing. Inhale, bend and land in this low lunge. Open up. Exhale, close and bow forward, straightening front leg. Continue to move with love on your own, moving with your breath. And pause in a sticky space as if it feels best to stretch in stillness. Honor your body for what it's craving, what it needs today. Each side is different. Each moment a new opportunity. The last one, we'll pause in the modified pyramid with straight front leg, crown reaching towards your left toes. Bend that left knee, plant your left foot and step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway, bring your hands to your hips, draw your shoulders back. Softly bend into your right knee. Bend into your left knee. Arms reach to the sky. Just a gentle chair here with wide feet. Lift all 10 toes. Inhale, rise up. Open your arms, look up, a gentle back bend. Bring your hands behind you to your sacrum, fingers pointing down, or interlace your fingers. Preparing for a forward fold. Draw your shoulders back. Straighten your elbows, look up. Inhale. On an exhale, forward fold with fingers interlaced behind you or to your low back. Inhale, draws you up. Lift your right foot up. Arms reach. Find the balance there. On an exhale, step your right foot back. Warrior two. Right hand floats back. Left hand floats forward. Look past your left fingertips. In this warrior two, stand strong. Deep inhale, straighten left leg, arms reach, point your left toes to the right. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Heel toe your feet in for goddess posture. Toes pointing out, heels in. Heels are wider than your hips. As you bring your hands to your heart, settle your hips down in goddess. Arms can be wide like angel wings as we shift side to side. And notice if that doesn't feel right in your body, widen or narrow, adjust what feels best. As you shift side to side, perhaps lifting one heel, perhaps another, perhaps both. As you straighten your legs, adjust back into that warrior two. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Breathe and look forward. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your left foot, step your right foot up to the top of your mat. Widen your feet again for that wide chair as you settle your hips back. Sweep your fingers forward and up. In this chair pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back or interlace your fingers, preparing for that forward fold. Open your shoulders. Straighten your elbows. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold with interlaced fingers. Inhale, draws you up. Lift your left foot up. Find that balance. Exhale, step your left foot back. Warrior two, left hand back, right hand forward. Beautiful. Palms facing down. Look out past your right fingertips. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. Keep your feet wide. Turn your right toes to the left. Toes in, heels out. Bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulders back. And this wide-legged forward fold, option for your arms up to you. Either keeping hands at your hips, interlace your fingers behind you, or walking your hands forward. So to forward fold, make sure your toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bowing forward. Pause and take some time here in this forward fold. Release any tension. Switch your grip if it feels good in your body. Maybe shifting weight side to side, bending into one knee. And then walk your hands out Turn your right toes forward, rise back up to that warrior two once again. Beautiful, cart with your hands down, frame your right foot, step your right foot back. This will be our final flow, so choose what feels best for you. Move with love as you shift weight forward, lower, all the way or halfway through Chaturanga. Inhale, finding up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands, take your time. Inhale, rise up mountain. Exhale, drawing hands to heart center. A standing pose for half moon. I encourage using a block, so if you have a block nearby, grabbing onto that, or even using a wall or a stool, place the block at the front of your mat, whatever height feels best for you. And we'll begin with our right toes up towards our block, right toes pointed forward. Step your left foot back as though you're preparing for warrior two, but a little shorter than you normally would. Left leg straight, right leg bent. As you reach your right hand towards a block or towards the floor if you choose to use the floor, draw your left shoulder back. Bring your left hand to your hip. Look down at your right hands. Strengthen them. As you pour your weight into your right foot, continue to look down and forward as you reach your right hand forward. Lift your left leg up. Flex your left foot as though you're pressing on the back wall. Continue to draw that left shoulder back. Lift your left leg higher. Open your left shoulder, open your left hip. Your gaze can continue to stay down or begin to look to the left or your left hand towards the sky. Half moon. Open your heart in this half moon. Really take up space. Press your right hand and your right foot down to lift left foot and left hand higher. Deepest inhale. On an exhale, come on down. Step your left foot down, rise up. Shake your hands out. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and close your eyes. And as we pause between sides, just notice the conversation you're having between your ears. What are you telling yourself? What words are you saying? Ahimsa is a powerful word. Ahimsa, we move with love, with non-violence, with non-harming. Begins with ourself, right here. Move with love. If you wobble, if you fall, it's okay. Try again. So be so pleased with your effort. Have some fun in this practice today. As you inhale, blink your eyes open. Prepare with your block where it feels best. Your left foot forward, left toes pointing forward. Step your right foot back as though it's a short warrior two. Reach your left hand down towards the block. Bend your left knee. As you look down, bring your right hand to your right hip. Begin by drawing your right shoulder open and back. Lift your left hand and reach it forward as you reach your right leg back. Again, continue to draw right shoulder back, right hip back. Flex your right foot. Perhaps your right arm reaches towards the sky. As you press your right foot on the wall behind you, imagine the lift, the air here. Press left hand, left foot down into the earth to reach your right hand and right foot to the sky. Feel the connection between earth and sky here in your half moon. Deepest inhale. On an exhale, come on down. Crouch and curl. Squeeze your knees in. Wrap your arms around your shins and hug your chin into your chest. Hold your body lovingly. Honor your body for its effort. As you bring your hands behind you onto your booty, as you settle back. Crossing your legs in an easy seat, Sukhasana. Preparing for some gentle movement here. As we inhale, reach your arms to the sky, look up. On an exhale, forward fold. Lead with your heart, bow forward, chin into chest. Inhale, draws you up. Uncross your legs and recross them the opposite direction. Your next exhale, forward fold. Move with love. Inhale, rising up. Preparing for a twist. On the exhale, left hand behind you, right hand outside of your left thigh. As you twist, lengthen on the inhale. We'll pause here for a few breaths. And twist on the exhale. Notice how much more space you can create here. No over-efforting. As gentle as possible. Move with love. Your last breath here again. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to move into that space you've created. Inhale again, switching your grip or switching your cross, bring your hands behind you, lift your legs, recross your legs, opposite ankle on top. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand outside of your right thigh. Inhale to lengthen your spine, look to the right. Exhale to twist and look behind you, past your right shoulder. We'll pause here for a few more breaths. Take the time to move with love. Your last one together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale to come forward. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Tap your toes out in front of you. Lean back slightly. And then widen your left leg. Your right knee out. Your right sole of the foot in towards your left inner thigh. Janu Sirsasana. Prepare by drawing your left shoulder back. Frame your left leg with your torso. As you inhale, find length in your spine. As you exhale, walk your hands forward out towards your left leg and connect to your left leg somewhere. As you bow, keep that lengthening. Draw left hip crease back. As you inhale, come on up. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand reaching to the sky. Point your left toes down, lift your hips high. A gentle back bend or more of a side stretch. Find what feels best in your body. As you play around with this side, open up left side, deepest inhale. On an exhale, come on down. Now extend your right leg. Draw your left heel into center. And establish that foundation. Draw your right shoulder back. Look out past your right leg. So move, adjust. Be free to wiggle around. As we inhale, lengthening our spine. As we exhale, bowing forward over our right leg. Connect your hands somewhere on your body on the right side as you bow forward. Pause here. Be so gentle with yourself. Really honor what you need. As we move with love, inhale deeply. Bring your left hand behind you. Right arm extends overhead. Point your right toes away and lift your hips up. As you look back, opening up that right side body. Again, adjust. No pain here. Really find what feels good on this stretch. Deep inhale. On an exhale, set your hips back down. Widen both legs. And a wide leg forward fold. We prepare here. So again, adjust. Take your time. Pointing all 10 toes up to the sky. Flex both feet. Really draw your shoulders back. Bring your hands to your inner thighs and lift and open them. This external rotation of your thighs. This open expansion here. As you prepare to forward fold, bring your fingertips down into the earth. Draw your shoulders back. Lengthen your spine up. Inhale. On an exhale, walk your hands forward. In this forward fold, find your edge. Find what feels best for you here. Using a block or a bolster is a great option here. Laying it down so it can become more restorative. Try to keep your toes pointed up. Pause here. At the heart of yoga is love, and it is a practice. Be in this space where you can honor yourself. As you inhale, come on up for some side stretches here. Bring your right hand down somewhere on your right leg, maybe on the inside of your right leg as you inhale your left arm overhead. On an exhale, stretching your left hand towards your right toes, making some sort of connection. You can lift your right hand up to make that connection, but find that side stretch on the left side here. As you inhale, come on up, preparing for the other side. Now left hand reaching towards your left leg, or laying your hand down to the inside of your left foot, palm facing up. Your right arm extends overhead, inhale. On the exhale, side stretch. Your inhale draws you up. As you, nice and slow, take your time, draw your left heel in and your right heel in. So now the soles of your feet connect. In this Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Allow for some loosening of the joints by lifting and lowering your knees, grabbing onto your ankles or your shins or your feet here. Keep the length here. Even play around with the widening and allowing your heels to widen from your body. Just notice how different that might feel. Preparing for a forward fold in Baddha Konasana. So notice again what feels best, what diamond shape you have here as you prepare to forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands forward or keep them connected to your feet as you forward fold, like a clamshell closing. As you inhale, rise up and allow your body to roll to your back. Preparing for bridge, keeping your feet hips distance apart. Your knees stacking above your ankles. As you wiggle your shoulder blades underneath you, inhale. Begin by tilting your tailbone, tucking your pelvis under, and just articulate your spine nice and slowly, lifting bottom vertebra up, and then lowering again, the tuck, the curl, innate down. As you press your low back in, begin by just lifting the lowest vertebra up, and then down. And continue to move at your own pace as you press your knees away from you, over your toes. This is a very gentle movement. Nice and gentle, really the articulation, pausing. It takes time to really find that minute expression of the posture. The last time, your full expression of the posture as you lift up again may not be so high. There's no need for it. Option to keep your hands where they are. You can rise into the sky. If you like to wiggle your shoulder blades underneath and interlace your fingers. Find what feels best for you. Really strong engagement of your glutes here. Press the back of your head into the mat gently to create some space between chin and chest. Breathe here. An opportunity to play to lift one leg and the other if that feels good in your body, keeping glutes engaged. On exhale, lowering down. Feet wide, windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then pause here. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. And then straighten your right leg, flexing and pointing your right foot as though you're pressing on the ceiling above you. Bring your hands underneath your right thigh, perhaps, as you draw your leg closer. Option to keep your left knee bent or extend your left leg long if that feels good in your body. Even if you'd like to create a more active posture, lifting your head and reaching it towards your right leg. Notice how that feels in your body. Find your edge. Find what feels good today. As you squeeze your right knee back into your chest, preparing for the other side, place your right foot down. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Flex and point your left foot, extend your left leg. Maybe grab on underneath your left thigh. Maybe straightening your right leg. Just take it to your edge. No over efforting here. Relax your shoulders. Maybe if you lift up, no need to cause tension at the end of class, so take your time, give yourself some little massages of your calves, your hamstrings. One more breath here on this side. Inhale. On an exhale, finding happy baby. Squeezing knees into your chest first. Maybe some of those knee circles as we did in the beginning. Then grab onto the soles of your feet. Knees are wide as you shift weight right and left. Flex your feet. And then pause in your happy baby. Pressing your low back down. Allowing the back of your head to rest. And then legs at the wall in the middle of the room. Extending your legs up. Flex and point your feet. Your arms widen. Shoulder blades wiggled underneath. Look up at your toes. Every inhale, drawing your toes towards you. Flexing. Every exhale, toes pointing towards the sky. Press your low back down into the mat. And then pause there with toes however feels right for you. This neutral position. Spread your toes. Press your low back down as though you're imprinting your low back into the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Notice a gentle engagement in your middle. One more breath here. Deepest inhale. On an exhale, squeeze your knees into your chest. Round your back here. Preparing for a gentle twist. Deep inhale, squeeze in. On an exhale, knees fall to the left. Your hand can go to the outside of your right thigh, looking up, drawing your right shoulder to the ground. Perhaps your gaze follows past your right fingertips. As you inhale, unwind, squeeze your knees back into your chest, preparing for the other side. On the exhale, knees fall to the right. Your right hand outside of your left thigh, left arm reaching. Perhaps your gaze follows your left fingertips. Pause here in the twist. Inhale, squeeze your knees back into your chest. And then again, place your hands on top of your knees just as we begin. Relax your shoulders. We're going to circle our knees. So drawing them in and out and around one direction. Press your low back down. Pause. Moving in the other direction. Pause. Moving them in and out and around. Pause and then out, around and in. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Widen your knees and allow your feet to go to the earth. So now Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound angle. Bring your hands to your belly, wiggle your shoulder blades underneath as we close our eyes. With knees wide, feel your breath again in your body. Be here in this space, fully present to this moment. We learn so many beautiful lessons about our lives, about ourselves, about the practice on the mat, and the power to move that lesson off of the mat. It is love as we move with love on our mats and off of the mats. One breath here, in, full and deep and wide, feel it. Open mouth, exhale, side out. Bring your hands outside of your thighs, draw your knees together, squeeze your knees in and hold your body lovingly as you prepare for Shavasana. Squeeze it in. On an exhale, open wide into your Shavasana. Your feet as wide as the mat, toes pointing out. Wiggle shoulder blades underneath. Bring your arms wide, palms facing up. Close your eyes and rest in this space of surrender. Hold Out Your Hand by Julia Fehrenbacher. Let's forget the world for a while. Fall back and back into the hush and holy of now. Are you listening? This breath invites you to write the first word of your new story. Your new story begins with this. You matter. You are needed. Empty and naked, willing to say yes and yes and yes. Do you see? The sun shines day after day, whether you have faith or not. The sparrows continue to sing their song, even when you forget to sing yours. Stop asking, am I good enough? Ask only, am I showing up with love? Life is not a straight line. It's a downpour of gifts. Please hold out your hand. I pray those words are like a balm for your soul. As you move with love, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to roll your ankles and your wrists. Begin to turn your head side to side and open your mouth. Release your jaw. Bend your knees and your elbows and roll over to one side of your mat. And pause there. Take this feeling of love and peace with you. Especially if you run into cranky people, old people or kids. Take this peace and love with you. As you inhale, let's do this together. Full and deep and wide. Open mouth, exhale, release, side out. Inhale, we rise to a seated position. Draw your hands to heart center. Gently bow your head towards your heart. The radiant and divine light inside of me radiates and shines on. The radiant and divine light inside each of you beautiful yogis. Namaste. Thank you for joining.